coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to a sold-out and absolutely rocking Mercedes-Benz Superdome in downtown New Orleans. Coming up, it's a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a classic in store between the Seattle Seahawks and the New Orleans Saints. One of these teams will represent the NFC in the Super Bowl in 2 weeks' time. Which will it be as we're underway in the NFC title game? And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Their own 20-yard line.
Taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And we'll see if that pick 6 looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally, and you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome? But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up. And then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Now a handoff looking right. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Isaiah Simmons.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 35. 17 there and a New Orleans 1st down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And they run past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 27-yard line. Give them 14 on that one and a first down. Back to throw again. Completes it to Hardman. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. I respect both sides on that play, CD. For him to be able to hold on to that football and the impressive tackle, wow.
Did you notice the look between the two of them as they came off the ground? That look did say the word respect.
Eluding the pressure right. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up 1st and goal. This is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
8-yard line.
It's 2nd and goal. Back to the 8-yard line now. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Steps away. He's going to take off with it. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
Just shy of the goal line. A gain of 7 yards. It's now 3rd and goal.
Third and goal now, mere inches from pay dirt. Back to throw. And he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line. Chase Young, he's the culprit, causes a loss of 5, and it brings up 4th down. And this one is right through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So a dozen plays on that drive, CD, but in the end, it yields just the 3 points.
Well, they were able to keep the defense on the field for a long time, but let's be honest about it. That was about as unsatisfying a drive as you're going to get. 12 plays and you only get 3 points out of it. Not quite the ending they were looking for.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Start to the drive, picking up 12 yards there and a very quick first down.
A good run there off right tackle in an old school NFL football. The right side, the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's got it complete to Thompson. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd.
Well, every now and then I can speak from experience because I do know as a defender, it is awfully hard to stay with your man on these crossing routes because even if you don't get picked, there's a danger of being picked either by one of their receivers or maybe by your own defender. And on that play, that worked quite well.
Able to break through that initial contact and winds up getting about 3 there. It's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
He's tackled.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field. Now they try the right side here. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Right back to him on 1st down. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside, and so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. You don't see that a ton, do you? The cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be brought down shy of the 1st down marker at the 11. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
4th down.
And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And the Saints will have the football back. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
16-yard line.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you should have a few men in the box there.
They'll run it. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 more yards there and another first down.
At the 47-yard line.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Now he'll let him, and this is taken in at the 5. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. And that one results in 35 yards. He'll look to throw. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. 2 minutes remain in the first half of this NFC Championship. A reminder, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report. In a bit, the coach is with us per usual as we start to look ahead, Charles, to our potential matchups in this year's Super Bowl.
Break it down, Coach. Break it down.
Able to hold him to just 2 yards, and now it's 4th and goal.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And his kick is indeed good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
Over 1st and 10. At their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with still more than a minute to go in the half, time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
2nd and 4. And they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
And that was a beautifully executed screen pass. They let the rushers get upfield and get the escorts in front, meaning the offensive linemen, other blockers out in front, completed the pass beautifully. So now you've got all that open space with big guys leading the way.
Left side, and all the way in, touchdown Seattle. A great play there, 40 yards. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further.
And that lead is now 7 with a chance to go to 8 or more if they want to get crazy here, which we don't expect. But I just know the way the game's being played with the analytics, there's going to be a lot more of going for 2 in a lot of situations, isn't there?
Yeah, there's going to be. And I think their focus here, they don't want to give up anything going into the lockers on the other, and just a little bit of time left on the clock.
Yeah, they don't want to do anything to erase the good feeling they have right now by getting this late score in the half.
Taken in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they're going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing that danger lurks while you're doing so. And there's your end result right there.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
He's got his man on the crossing route. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
And the Seahawks first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Now back to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. They'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Goal, Seattle.
So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. And his kick is right there. It's good. So a late turnover leads to a quick drive, and in turn that quick drive leads to 3 points.
So someone makes a mistake, but how about the other side learning from that mistake, taking care of the ball, and making sure they put some points on the board? Well done.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punch in the end zone without turning it over.
Fielded right around the 8. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And they give this time to the tailback. 2 yards, good enough for a first. 2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38. And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now a handoff looking right. Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. Kenneth Murray, the linebacker, there to make the play defensively.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
5 yards on 1st down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And to give this time to the tailback. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. It's a pickup of 3, but it brings up what will be an interesting 4th and 1. Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. He needed a yard. He didn't get anything. And the Saints will have the football back. A good starting spot for the Saints as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Now they try the right side here. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41.
Taken down.
Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
2nd and 9 now. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down. They're going to look to throw. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Throwing it in here on 2nd down, this time complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 33. 12 yards there and a 1st down. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. On the move to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually, a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yardage. Second down and 8. The 27-yard line, he's sacked. Chase Young, credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Looking to throw. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And he's got it. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Well, they had their chances in the 1st first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown, because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time, they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
Saints 12.
A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. A big play there. 75 yards. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. On this stage, conference championship game, every play is magnified, and that was a big play.
No doubt about it. One thing that has these guys a step away from a shot at a big game, their big play ability. They can strike from anywhere.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Their catch made at the 25-yard line. The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Back him down at the 49. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
At halftime, you had to feel like the defense had to be in a good position. They had to feel good about themselves. They'd had this guy boxed in all game long, but after that run, that might be the breakthrough that he's looking for. Now they may have some difficulty dealing with him the rest of today.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Now they'll pitch it out here. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 16 more on that one and another first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
That's another.
1 quarter remains until the NFC crowns its champion. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. They'll look to throw now on first down. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A good pickup there, 21 yards. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try to run this one in. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Saints are back within a score. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. It wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff. And that one will will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And the pressure mounting with every passing minute. It's palpable right now. They're on top in the fourth quarter, clinging to that lead. A potential Super Bowl berth resting on their ability to manage the clock and manage that small lead. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
2nd and 4.
Now a handoff looking right. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
I know we're in the era of wide-open football, a lot of spread formations, more space, but there's still a spot for power football, and we just saw some of it right there. How about that run?
Yeah, breaking the tackle, and, you know, late in this game, he wants the football in his hands. He's had a good day. And he'll give it here to his running back. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. He'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he gets this to the 48, but no further. Well short of the line to gain. You hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
He'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they are in need of points here, no doubt about that. With a Super Bowl berth on the line and trailing here in the fourth quarter. This possession, gigantic. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Inside the 30. 22 yards there, a first down.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll make this a 2nd and long. play action fake. They'll look to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we're talking about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do, because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap. But it's hard to do. Can you see a guy cutting that in that direction? You tend to go towards him.
Call it no gain there, and it leads to a fourth down.
It's fourth down.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on fourth down. And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on fourth down and 9. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. That is caught at the 7. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down.
At the 6-yard line.
So it's Saints football as we get you reset. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on first and goal. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
26.
No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. So stuff for no gain on second down brings up a pretty interesting third from this distance.
I'm throwing the ball, and I'm not even thinking about play pass. I'm going to let them know right away I'm throwing it, but I'm probably giving my quarterback some room, sprint him out to one side or the other, and give him an opportunity. If it breaks down, he can take off and run for it.
Third and goal, option right. Oh, no, he lost the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Game on the line, season on the line. They're going for it here on fourth down. Back to throw. That's to his running back, complete. He will be brought down well shy of the goal line. They get the completion but cannot push forward into the end zone, and it'll be a turnover on downs. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
And the Seahawks first down.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And all the way down to the 29. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans. Number 2.
A gain of 40
As they'll
yards.
get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. Now a handoff here to his running back. And down inside the 15 he goes. Now the Saints will use their third and final timeout.
A gain of 50.
And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And they take a knee.
Well, they've had success on the ground on this drive, and that makes the defense more likely to overcommit to stop the run as they did on that play. But keep in mind, it makes them susceptible to play-action passes as well.
Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee. And as they take that knee, you can hear a pin drop in this stadium right now, partner.
I'd say you could hear a pin drop except for one thing. You're hearing a lot of people on cell phones right now calling and saying, cancel my reservation, because this crowd thought they were going to the Super Bowl. They had trips planned, hotels, reservations, the whole deal. That's all wiped out now.
It'll be a 5-yard pickup there, so from 2nd and 13, they're back to a more manageable 3rd and 8. They said beginning of the year, they set a lofty goal, Charles, of getting to the Super Bowl. They fell one step short of that.
Oh, and that's going to hurt for a long time. That's going to be a big one for the offseason. Their goal now has to be not to wallow in it, but to use it as fuel for next year. Better offseason conditioning, great OTAs and minicamp. You know as well as I do, they'll have T-shirts in their lockers that say, unfinished business. They want to get back there and next time win it.
And that does it for the conference championship. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And for our entire crew, we'll see you 2 weeks at the Super Bowl. This is the NFL on EA Sports.